Aviation family as we build airplanes and balloons and maybe even a helicopter.
For years, I've always wanted to take off and land in an airplane in my parents' field. I've done it in my hot air balloons that I've built. My first one actually at age 13. I've been in and out in helicopters in my parents' field. I've got about an 800-foot runway. I even cut the grass strip at one point in time. Recently, we had a flood. I could have had a float plane even. So I'm trying to find the ultimate airplane to take off and land in Mom's field. And I think I may have found it. The one by Zenith Aircraft Company. It's called the Zenith 750 Super Duty. So let's take a look at it, see what it can do, and see if it fits the bill to get in and out of my parents' field. Let's take a look at the Zenith website. We're looking for the Zenith 750 Super Duty, looks like. It's kind of a cool airplane. Short takeoff and land, something hopefully that could get into Mom's pasture. Take a look at the specs here. It's roomy. Yeah, it looks like it's 800-pound useful load. Wow, pretty cool. Carries plenty of gas, it looks like. I think when this one might work. Let's see how long it takes to take off here. Wow, 115 feet takeoff roll. 150-foot landing roll. Wow, that's pretty cool. That's pretty awesome. Well, it looks like this may be the one. Looks like Zenith has a rudder build workshop that you can do. So I think we're going to try to do the rudder build workshop, go up there and check it out. The plane is like a Jeep. This is Mark over at Kit Plane Enthusiast. This is his newest 750 Super Duty. Really cool looking airplane. He took a lot of time and detail. This one is Jon and Alyssa Eggenfeld down in Florida. They have Viking aircraft engines. And this is their baby. Let's take a look at the road to Mexico, Missouri, where Zenith is located. Looks like it's going to take us up through Chattanooga, home of Jon Humbird, STOL Champion, up through Nashville, all the way up Clarksville, Tennessee, as we make our way in through St. Louis, and then a couple more hours to Mexico, Missouri. Nice road trip.
Hey, everybody. So here's what we're doing. And by the way, I'm David. This is Casey. Wyatt's not with us tonight, but welcome to Aviation Family, where we build airplanes, hot air balloons, and hopefully one day a helicopter. But what we're doing tonight is we're trying to figure out what our mission is. There's a really good YouTube channel that's called Kit Plane Enthusiast. Mark, the guy that runs it, does a phenomenal job teaching how to build airplanes, and a couple in particular that he's built recently that are really piquing my attention. And one of the things he talks about is you got to build a plane that fits your mission. So what is my mission? What is our mission? What's your mission? So everybody's got a little bit different opinion of, what the mission is and what we want it to do. So that's what we're trying to figure out tonight is what is our mission? So what would you like to have?
A 3-seat airplane.
A 3-seat. We need 3 seats because there's Wyatt, Casey, and David. So we need at least 3 seats to go along. We need something that'll take off and land really short because my mother has a field that has it's got about 1,000 feet, but I got 800 feet of flat surface that we could take off and land from. So we need something that can get in and out of that field. Maybe not all the time, certainly not with all 3 of us, but just a place to store it. And that's been a dream. That field, I think earlier in the video I mentioned that I've flown hot air balloons out of that field for years. I've flown helicopters out of there, but I've never landed or taken off in an airplane. So it's always been a dream. I've literally had dreams where I took off and landed in an airplane in my parents' field. So I want to make that dream come true. And we love to build things. We've got projects. The barn here is one of our major projects, which we're still working on, but we've got a great place to do the build. And so one thing is money. We don't have a huge budget to build an airplane, so we need something that fits our budget.
Yes.
We don't have a lot of extra time, which I know it takes a long time to build an airplane or anything for that matter, but something that's not going to take forever to build. You know, there's some airplane kits out there that are way more intense in the way they're put together. So we need something that's easy, relatively easy in airplane building terms to build. So need something that we can get good customer support on. Somebody that's a real good, friendly, reputable company that's been around for a long time. That's a safe airplane. We need that. What else?
Safe and good customer service. And what about Zenith?
Zenith seems like a good company. Looking at them, earlier in the video, I had a lot of stuff about Zenith. We've also got Just Aircraft. They're only about 45 minutes from us.
Oh yeah, we've been
those guys.
There.
They have an airstrip at their factory that couldn't be more than a couple hundred feet long. Now it's on a pretty steep hill that goes down to a pond below, but those guys are super nice guys. Buddy, and he's the manager over there, and Harold's the new owner, and they're doing great things over there, and they really took their time to spend a lot of time with me. So they're pretty top of the list too. Competitor of theirs, Kit Fox, which they're a little bit far away, but Kit Fox builds a similar airplane that's short takeoff and land. Also, another company that's close by, Ruckus, Top Rudder Aircraft. They make the Ruckus, which is pretty cool looking little machine if you haven't seen it. I haven't been to their factory yet. I haven't met the owner yet, but it's the guy that started Just Aircraft originally, and he's just kind of down the road about 20 minutes in Tacoma, Georgia, which is not far from us. So I want to get by and check him out. That's kind of a neat looking airplane.
We should definitely go check those guys out.
The Bearhawk. I worked with a guy years ago, Jared Yates, up in North Carolina, and he used to tell me about this Bearhawk aircraft that he was going to build, and he eventually built two of them. I think maybe more than that, but I know that he's big into it. I'd like to get with Jared and check out his Bearhawk and see what it does. But the biggest thing is something that fits the mission, and so we're looking at different options. One thing that's kind of neat. I know earlier in the video we're talking a lot about Zenith tonight. Zenith happens to have this rudder build workshop where you get to go to their factory and you actually build a part of the airplane. It's pretty cool. So you build the rudder in a whole 2-day period of time. You get to tour the factory. You get to test fly an airplane, weather permitting, of course. And so that's kind of cool. So I thought that'd be a neat project that Casey and White, myself, could go do that and just kind of see what it's all about, before we get into it. See if it's something we want to do or whatever. So I think it's kind of cool. Looks like it's about a 11-hour drive for us. And so what do you think?
Road trip.
Road trip. We are always up for a road trip.
We are.
We always go on Facebook Marketplace and buy things that are far away, just so we get to go on a road trip to get it. So we've done a lot of stuff. We've been on vacation before and buy things off of Marketplace and come home with it. And that's how we ended up. We have a couple other kits. The Vans Aircraft, which is a pretty awesome company. They've been around a long time too. Vans makes a neat line of aircraft. They got a 4-seater all the way down to a single-seat RV3, but really neat. We actually happen to have a couple of their RV9 kits that were secondhand that we bought from other folks, and we were on vacation last year at an experimental balloon meet up in Vermont that we like to go to, and we were driving home and happened to be on Marketplace just across the George Washington Bridge from New York City into New Jersey. 2 miles away, there was this airplane in a mini storage unit. So we go there and we had the trailer with us for the balloon. So we were able to haul this airplane back from New Jersey. And we haven't really started it yet. So we wanted to get in mind what we want to do. Eventually, we'd like to build that as well. But right now, the focus is a STOL. That seems to be the thing that everybody wants to build, is a STOL airplane, which STOL stands for, those of you who haven't heard the term before, short takeoff and land. It's an acronym for that. And so it's pretty cool.
Yeah, it is
pretty
very
cool stuff to see an airplane land where only a hot air balloon or a helicopter could land. So again, a little about me. I've been flying for over 45 years. I fly professionally. I've been both a commercial hot air balloonist for years and then a commercial airplane pilot for years. Accumulated over 14,000 hours. Although I've never flown a STOL airplane. I've taken my Piper Cherokee into some pretty tight strips before, but that's probably not the best airplane to take into a tight strip. You can take it into a tighter strip than you can fly it out of. So that's one of the other priorities. We don't want to land somewhere that we can't fly the airplane back out. So that's
a good idea.
Yeah. So it has to make the equal number of takeoff and landings. Anything you want to add to it?
Something that we could take the balloon along with us.
That would be cool. I mentioned the experimental balloon and airship meet, which is up in Thetford, Vermont. Post Mills actually is the little airport that's up there, it's in eastern Vermont, about an hour south of Montpelier, and it's about 5 miles from the Connecticut River. The beautiful Connecticut River runs through. There's a lush valley with a lot of fields to land the balloons in. And a lot of our friends from all over the world that come there to this event, but you had to have built your own balloon to be able to fly it in the event. Casey actually did her first solo flight at that event about 6 years ago, almost 6 years ago, 5.5 years ago. And
seems like yesterday.
It does. So there's all kind of neat stuff that goes on there, but wouldn't it be so cool if we could take the airplane, put the balloon in the back seat, and be able to take it and fly to Vermont and then fly the balloon. You could chase me. You could fly the airplane and chase me while I fly the balloon, or vice versa, either one.
What an adventure.
Yeah. And if we get a STOL airplane, we could probably land it in the same field that the balloon lands in. That'd be kind of cool too. So, hey, we want your guys' advice. In the comments below, let us know if we're crazy for trying to take an airplane in and out of an 800-foot strip. I know that Jon Humbird up in Cleveland, Tennessee, he's taken a Zenith 701 that he built himself. He calls it the Super 701 Sky Jeep. Had an 130 horsepower engine in this thing, and he was taking this thing in and out of a 300-foot strip. One of his videos, there was even a thunderstorm coming up, and he landed on a 300-foot strip, and there's trees kind of growing over the strip a little bit, so it's amazing. But he's a STOL champion, actually. So this guy knows what he's doing. So I am going to definitely reach out to John and Mark over at Kit Plane Enthusiasts, and a lot of the guys out there that have been really good influencers that have given me a lot of really good ideas and a lot of information to lead us to this point. But yeah, for now, I think what we can do is maybe take a road trip this week. We'll go up to Zenith. We'll check them out. We'll meet the folks up there. Maybe go flying with Roger. He's the test pilot for the company, and he'll take us up, let us see what a Zenith 750 will actually do. And,
I'm excited about that.
Yeah, that'll be kind of cool.
I'll be packed tomorrow.
Yeah, definitely. So road trip to Mexico. When she found out I was taking her to Mexico, she's thinking Cancun, Cozumel. She didn't know we were going to Missouri in the wintertime to build an aircraft rudder, but she's a good sport, and we're going to have fun. Maybe stop in St. Louis, go to the Arch, and do some other things. Come back through Kentucky, go to the Arc Experience, and maybe
Arc
down.
Encounter.
Yeah, that'd be really neat. Come down to Tennessee, go to the Lost Sea if we can find it, and explore there. Yeah, and maybe even visit Jon Humbird and see what his plane's all about along the way too. But any of our friends, reach out if you're along the way, and maybe we could stop in and see you. But speaking of that, we're trying to get this new YouTube channel up and going. We don't know what we're doing. we're recording with iPhones and trying to do the best we can do. But anyway, if you got any advice, give it to us. Share this with all your friends. Tell them to like and subscribe. Share the videos. Maybe one day we can get 1 million viewers.
2 million.
2 million subscribers. That's our goal. All right, the 2 millionth subscriber, we're going to give them a free airplane ride in our new airplane when we get it built.
Okay.
And maybe YouTube, if we can get 2 million subscribers, will pay us enough money we can build a helicopter. That would be kind of cool too. But anyway, thanks for watching us. We really appreciate it, and keep watching.
Yeah, thanks guys.
Welcome to the Aviation family. Yeah, don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks.
Thanks.
Today's video is sponsored by the Asher Agency. Call us today for life, home, auto, and even aviation insurance. Call us at 770-534-2916 or theasheragency.com.
Asher Hometown Insurance Agency.
Don't forget to like and subscribe so we can bring you more great content.